Sir, you're not audible.
Okay, fine. So all of you open MATLAB
Yes, sir.
and you can create. So all of
Sir,
can you open MATLAB and if you want to
attendance
create
code.
a vector, there are so many ways to create a vector. First thing is if you are selecting a time vector, suppose t is a time vector and t is starting from 0 to 20. So it will create a vector t that is 1 cross 21. So if you are entering t, it is equally divided into 0 to 20 as 1 1 each. If you are entering like this, so this this is one of the way to create a vector. If you want to change the length between two vectors, t equal to 0. So that next time step will be 0.1 means 0.1 up to 20. This will create a vector of 1 cross 201. That is, this 0.1 is the next decimation. So if you are entering this one and semicolon you are removing, it will be creating a vector like this.
Excuse me, sir. Do we have an attendance code?
Yeah, that I will send you now. This one is attendance code for today.
So it ends at 4:50.
Yeah, this one is the code. So this one is the attendance code for today.
Thank you, sir.
38 are registered. So it is creating a vector as 0, 0.1 like that. So next I am creating a sine wave. Y is equal to
Sir,
sine of t.
sir,
Yeah,
sir, what was the role of removing that semicolon in the end?
yeah. This if you are putting the semicolon, it won't display these things. So whatever it is there, it is saving in workspace. You cannot see in the command window. So if you are removing the semicolon, it is creating in the workspace and it will show in the command window. So if you don't want to create anything in command window, the command window will be clear. So it will create in the workspace. Now the T is there in the workspace because I am created that T here and it is saving in the workspace. So if you want, you can use the T later. So if you want to display it now, you don't put the semicolon. So in .m file also, if you are entering the semicolon, it won't display in the command window when it is running. Otherwise, whichever the value is there, we are entering and you are not putting the semicolon, it will display in the command window. So now I created a vector t Now I want a sine of t. So if I am not entering the semicolon, the sine t will be 1 cross 201 elements will be there. So the y will be displayed there. If you want to plot this command using is plot of t comma y. First is x-axis and second one is y-axis. Like that you have to enter plot. So plot will display this. It will pop up a window and this plot will be displayed there, and you can save the plot if you want, or some operation you want to do, you can do it. So you can save different format. So MATLAB figure or EPS, JPG. So all these format you can save the figure. So MATLAB figure is the that will open in MATLAB. So if you want these points or values, that will be later on you can display it here. So if you want just a picture, you can save it either PDF or JPG or something like that, or EPS. So EPS formats are taken in LaTeX. So if you want to save this one, you can save it. And your grid on means it will on the grid lines in the plot. So all the things are possible with this plot. So again, if you are changing some other value, some r is equal to cos t, so it will be displaying this cos t because I am not under the semicolon. So if I want to plot that cosine value, cos t comma r, this will pop up a cosine value that is entering the earlier file. So earlier file is deleted and it is saving as a new file. So the earlier file will not be there. It will be displayed the old figure only, the new figure only. You cannot add the old figure. If you want to save that one, you can save it or something like that. If you want this file, this plot and the earlier plot in the same file, you have to use a hold on command. The figure will be hold on. So time vector you can make it anyway. So t equal to 0 to 0 is the lower limit, and next one is 0.001 also you can place, because it will be next to first step to second step the value will be. So if you are having to plot a sine wave, so sine wave, this each step will be there. So these values, this is the lower limit and this one is the upper limit. So I am created 0 to 20 only. So in between how many values you want to take, you can reduce those values. If you want to use 0.1, it will be creating 201 value, 0 to 20. So if you are using 0.01, it will be creating 2001 values, like that only. So in between how many values you are required, that you can plot it. So now I am changing this time value 0012 2 pi 2 star pi. So it is creating a time vector from 0 to 2 pi with a step of 0.001. And now I am creating y equal to sine of t It is creating a sine wave that is 0 to 2 pi. And I am plotting that one, plot t comma y. It will be a sine wave. This one sine wave it will show. So now it is looking odd. So you have to use hold of. Then again you have to plot it. So it is creating a one sine wave. So earlier hold on was on. So whatever you are entered earlier, those figure will be hold on, and next figure will be plotted on the top of that. So hold of key is pressing, the hold is released. So new figure with new value will be shown. So if you want again hold on and you are plotting the sine, that cosine wave, r is equal to cos of t, then you are plotting t comma r, then it will be displayed both sine wave and cosine wave. So you are created this much value 6284 values, that is why the sine wave is looking as a sine wave, because this each step is divided into that value 0 to 0.001. So if you are plotting only 4 or 5 values, the plot will not look like the sine wave. So if you are plotting only 4 values, the t is equal to 0. Now I can type tt is equal to 0, pi by 4, 2 pi. So the tt value will be like this only. The values is limited. And if you are plotting the sine wave, I is equal to sine of t, sine of tt you have to plot, sine of tt, and plot t comma y, tt comma y. Then the sine wave is looking like this only. Hold off, hold off. Tt comma y will be display like this only. So this much value only there because I am using pi by 4. The step is pi by 4, 0, pi by 4, like that only, up to 2 pi. So 0, pi by 4, this is linear interpolation it is using. So actually MATLAB is using this kind of things only. So the MATLAB, if you are having a MATLAB plot, so time step is not there, it will be linear curve fitting. From here to here, it is taken as a curve and it is fitted there. From here to whatever thing is available, it will plot that one. You cannot get a perfect sine wave. So perfect sine wave, you have to make the time step very small. So if you are using 0.1, it is fine. 0.001, it is better. 0.00 means further better. The pure sine wave will get it. So the time scale you are whatever you are choosing, that much this plot will be look like a sine wave. So if you are entering minimum value, it is linearly interpolate that one. Actually, MATLAB is doing that numerical integration type of things only. So whatever the step is there, if you are minimizing the step, it will look like a analog signal. Otherwise, it is a digital world. So if you are having a bigger programs, then the time scale is very well less. The MATLAB will be loading that much because of it is using the codes. That is, those codes they have to sample it by that much of steps. So this is having only 4 or 5 steps. If you are using pi by 4, that step will be very, very less. If you are using so many steps, then that much, if you are using 0.001, 1 by 1000 is 1000 hertz, it is a sampling frequency. Not that much of work MATLAB has to do. So that system might be overheating or overloading, and 1 hertz and 1000 hertz working, it will have some problems. So better use, if you are having something like this, use 0.01 as a time step for this first labs itself. But simulating you are doing, you have to keep concentrating on some other things. Simulating the sampling frequency, those things are valid. So that time you can use the sampling frequency, whatever we are telling, or according to the system. So system frequency is 5 hertz. You have to use the sampling frequency some 50 times for a simulation result. And that time you have to stick on this 0.001 or 0.01 like that. This is a simple testing or understanding labs only. So you can use 0.01. You will get plots and other things. So Sriram, your doubt is clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So it is for plotting this MATLAB command, you have to use plot. So second type of plot is there. You can either hold on and you can plot two similar things in a same graph. If you don't want those things, you can use subplot. Subplot, subplot will be creating a how much plots you want in a entire plot. So 1 comma 1 comma 1, or it is creating a matrix only first. If it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, subplot 2 comma 2 comma. Subplot 2 comma 2 means it will create this subplot 2 comma 2. It will create 2 rows and 2 columns. So these 2 rows and 2 columns it will create. So subplot is that one only. If you want more things in one session, so subplot will create, subplot of 2 comma 2 will create 2 cross 2, that is 2 rows and 2 columns, and 2 comma 2 comma 1 is this one, 2 comma 2 comma 2 is this one, 2 comma 2 comma 3 is this one, and 2 comma 2 comma 4 is this one. So like that only that plot will be created. So whatever area you are done, support 2 comma 2 comma 1 means that first plot it will show. So it is creating here, and you can plot, you can use plot t comma y. Yeah, t is something you have to use. This vector should match, otherwise I changed that y, so I am changing now the variable y to some other. U is equal to sine of t of sine. So now I created u as sine of small t and v as cos of t. So and now y also there, y of tt will be there, and 3 plots are there. Now I want to plot these things. Subplot 2 comma 2 comma 1. There I am plotting plot t comma u. So that will be a sine wave. So it is creating a sine wave here. Now second plot I am plotting subplot 2 comma 2 comma 2, that is second. Here it will show a plot. So plot t comma v I am plotting now. That will be cosine of that wave. This is the cosine wave. Now I am plotting this tt comma y. So subplot 2 comma 2 comma 3 and plot t comma y. Tt comma y will be there. So third plot is tt comma y. That wave is earlier shown, that pi by 4. Again subplot 2 comma 2 comma 4. And now I am not creating anything. So you can plot something you are done earlier. Tt comma y. So these plots, 4 plots, it will show here. So this is how subplots are plotting. If you want it in one plot, you can use hold on command. If you want this kind of thing, you can use subplot.
Sir, excuse me.
What?
Yes, sir. Excuse me. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah,
can
you
you
are.
please once again explain the first two entries of the sub 2 comma 2 1?
Yeah, first entry is subplot of 2 comma 2 means it is creating a vector, a matrix. It is creating a matrix having 2 columns, 2 rows and 2 columns. So subplot 2 comma 2 means it is having a 2 row and 2 columns. So if you are having a 6 vector will be there, then you can use 3 comma 2. 3 means 3 rows, 3 rows and 2 columns. Subplot 3 comma 2. So total number of plots there will be 3 into 2, that is 6 will be there. So 3 rows and 2 columns. So first subplot means subplot of 2 comma 2 means the subplot of 2 comma 2 means it is creating a 2 row and 2 columns. And where you want to plot, that is coming next. So subplot 3 comma 2 comma first entry. If you want, you can select first entry here. If you want second entry, you can choose 2. So 2, 3, 4 up to 6 you can do. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So if you want 3 comma 2, you can change here 3 comma 2. It will create 3 rows and so you can close this one and do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first I am choosing this one only. So third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 2. So total 6 will be there, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth element I am choosing now. 3, 2, 4. Now you clear now. First will be here, second will be here, third will be here, fourth will be here, fifth will be here, and sixth will be here. So subplot 3, 2 means it is creating 3 rows and 2 columns. So if you want the other way, you can use this one too, that is 2 rows and 3 columns. So 2 rows means here 1, 2. These 2 rows will be there, and 3 columns, first column, second, third column. So first element will be 2, 3, 1 will be here, 2, 3, 2 will be here, 2, 3, 3 will be here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am showing 2, 2, 2. So 2, 2, 2 will be here, like that only. So subplot first one is how many rows, second one is how many columns, and third one is which column, which place you want to place this one, this plot.
Sir, how to remove a specific subplot, sir?
What?
How to remove specific subplot?
If you want to close this one, you can use close.
No, sir, specific subplot.
So if you want to change, now I am plotting something in 2, 3, 2, this one. So
Yes, sir.
I am plotting something there, plot t, y. So I now plotted here.
No, I want
So
to remove that.
if you want to remove that, you can just enter this one, and if you want to change, you can change that one. Plot t, y, you can change to some other thing. T, y means it will be changed. So again you have to choose that one and change it. So close means it will close entire plot. So 60 people are there.
Sir, about the hold on command, if I want to plot, suppose 3 graphs in one plot, then the hold on command needs to be only written once, right?
Yeah, I cannot hear you.
Like, sir, the hold on command is one-time command, right?
Yeah, one time command. You can plot whatever things you want in that before closing that plot. If you want 10 or whatever values, that will show different colors.
Okay.
So if you want to plot this t, v, hold on. Again, you want to t, u or something. It will be displayed in another color. You can select your own color if you want. Plot tt, y, and comma in the quotes you can add r, means it will be red color. So R is for red and B is for blue. Like these things are possible. So it is showing in blue again. So R for red and B for blue and K for black, I think. So you can change the color if you want. That will be determining plot X, Y, and third one within the codes R, B, K, C. So many things are there. C for cyan, B for black, K for black, B for blue, R for red. Like that, so many things are there. So you can do those things. And you can mark the legends also here. And X label, Y label, X label, time. X label, time t. So X axis will be labeled as time t.
Sir, it should be in
In parenthesis,
parentheses.
inverted commas.
Yeah. Here T and Y label you can use, but title you can use. So those things will be there. So time T, Y, and title, all the things you can mark it in a plot. So you want in this control system, you are completed the step response or something like that. In the control system course, you are completed step response.
So step response
No,
of
sir.
what, sir?
So your
No, sir.
trans function derivation, it is over now. Physical system trans function.
Yes, sir. I think we have.
So responses are pending.
Sir, we know what is the step response. Like impulse response divided by Laplace of impulse response divided by S is the step response, right?
Yeah, that you are studied in network analysis, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
fine. So you know what is step response, then it is okay. So you derive a trans function. This mass spring diameter system M, and force is applied here, and x distance is smooth. It is having a friction of B and a stiffness of K. So you derive the trans function x of s to f of s. So why it is called trans function x of s to f of s? Why not f of s to x of s?
We apply the force.
Hmm?
Force is the input, like we are
Yeah.
providing
So
the force.
input is the
Response
force.
by second.
Yeah, Laplace transform output to Laplace transform of input at all initial condition is equal to 0. That is called a trans function. That is why f is the cause and x is the effect. So effect to the cause is the transfer function. So you can derive the transfer function between x of s to f of s. So I will ask somebody to do that. What are there? Most of the people I know, but I don't remember their faces. So 60 attendance it is showing here, but 56 people only. So where are these 4 people are gone? So Uttam Meena,
Sir, yes, sir.
yeah, this transfer function will be what? X of s to f of s.
Sir, transfer function will be the output by input, sir.
Yeah, this for this system showing here, what should be the transfer function?
Sir, output is x and the input is force.
Yeah, you have to
apply it.
derive this one. So Praveen Ganna,
Yes, sir.
yeah, transfer function between x of s to f of s is.
Second, sir.
So you have to derive those things. I think you are studied these things.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it should be f is equal to mx double dot plus
Bx
dot plus kx. So taking Laplace transform,
ms square plus
this is f of s. What is the Laplace transform of x double dot?
S square x
square ms
S square x
of s.
s. This much only.
Okay.
This much only.
Minus
Assume that
minus
initial conditions are zero.
x
The
of
initial
0
values
minus.
also.
Initial value is
initial
zero.
value.
Initial values are not.
Yeah, Laplace transforms you have to take those things.
S times x of 0
X
minus.
of 0
Yeah,
minus.
that should be there, but you are neglecting because initial condition we are taking 0 for this transfer function, but you are deriving this in Laplace domain. Laplace transform will be containing those values. And if you are deriving the transfer function, you can neglect those things. And x of s to f of s will be
1 by s square
1 by s
s
square
square
ms square plus bs plus
k.
so you take m is equal to 10, b is equal to 5, and k is equal to 6. And plot the step response. So you have to open the editor, and m is equal to 10, b equal to 5, and k is equal to 6. And your system transfer function sy is equal to n is equal to 1 and the denominator equal to m, b and k. And sys equal to tf of n comma d. And you can save this one. So lab underscore 1. And you can run it here. So it will be displayed b here, d here, k here. These parameter values will be in the workspace. So the system transfer function will be 1 by 10s square plus 5s plus 6. So this is one way to enter transfer function, numerator and denominator. And sy is equal to tf of n comma d you can use. Otherwise, clear. So clear will clear this workspace. So again you are entering sys, it will undefined variable. So now you can run this one by commenting this last line. Oh yeah, this last line comment it, and you will get the m, d, k, m and n. There is another way to enter transfer function is s equal to tf within the quotes s. So s is taken as a continuous time transfer function variable. Now you can directly enter sys equal to 1 divided by 1 divided by ms square plus bs plus k, that is m star s square plus b star s plus k. So this both the ways you will get the system transfer function as this one. So first method is you can use tf of numerator comma denominator. Otherwise you can define a variable s as a Laplace domain. S is equal to tf of s. So s will be a continuous time transfer function and you can assign these values. So both the ways you can do. And if you want to plot the step response, so what do you mean by step response is, so you have to add a step input. So if your system is like this and you are applying a step input, the output response, whatever you are getting, that is called step response. What do you mean by a step signal? Step signal.
U of t.
U of t.
Example of a step signal.
Switching.
Eh?
Switching.
Closing a circuit.
Closing a circuit
with a switch.
A switch.
With a key, actually.
Eh?
Closing a circuit with a key.
With a switch.
The DC voltage.
So if I am giving a AC supply like this and I am using a switch like this, so system will be here. So this is called step response.
Sir,
No,
DC
sir, it
voltage.
is
To be a constant value. The
Yeah,
excitation.
step signal is actually this signal. So the output value will be a constant DC line. So this DC signal is called a step signal. At 0 it is switching. So that is called standard set test. Yeah, DC voltage 1 volt with this. So closing the switch at t is equal to 0 is called standard step signal. For at t is equal to 0, less than 0, the value will be 0, and greater than 0, the value is 1 is called standard step signal. So, yeah. So there are some other things you will study later, standard signals. And so if you are closing a 10 volt DC signal, that is a standard step signal or not?
That would
We
be
have a
a
scalar
step signal
factor
only.
of 10. Then.
The scalar multiplication of 10 will be there.
Yeah.
So the response also will be changing. So standard or step signal means the output value is 1 for a in that value will be 1. That is called a standard step signal. So that standard step signal is applying to a system. So if you are having a system like this, you are applying a standard step signal. How the output is behaving, that is called step response. So it is in time domain only. But your transfer function you are entering, that is in frequency domain. You are converting those things to a S variable. So S is in frequency domain. S is this plane having sigma and j omega axis. So the sigma you are taking sometimes 0 and j omega is only taking. So those things you will study later. These things you will be S is converting into j omega, because you don't want this real part, imaginary part only needed. Those things you will study later. But this S plane is actually sigma plus j omega plane. That is a complex plane or frequency plane. So you are converting this one to frequency domain. And again you have to change it to time domain for response. Time domain you have to convert for this response. That is called step response. So if you are applying a DC signal and response you are taking, that is called step response. So MATLAB you can do easily. Only one command, step of that system transfer function will give you step response. Again the hold on command was here. That is why these things will be appear there. Close step of SYS. This one is the step response of the system. And in step response, there are so many things are there. Characteristics, peak response, settling time, rise time, steady state. These things you will study next week or something like that. Because starting of this, completing of transfer function, then only you will start time domain analysis. In time domain analysis, you are studying the step responses. So that time you will be knowing what is peak response, settling time, rise time, steady state values. That will cover in your control system theory course. So you can directly click on here and you will get these all values: settling time, rise time, steady state. These values you will get. So if you are applying a sine wave of 1 volt, it is settling at some 0.167 is the final value. and you are applying a 1 volt signal to the system. So your signal input will be 1 volt, and it is applied to a system, and output response now it is settled at like this 0.167. So why it is happening? These things I think you will study later next week. I think that time you think about it. So you are studying something like this only. If you are applying a step signal like this, you will get a response like this. And you are talking about this is peak response, 10% to 90% values, rise time, and here 2% this band. E raised to theta omega n like that you will study. This is 2% settling time, and here 5% time. Everything you will study next week. So this is for rise time. These values you will study later. So these things you can do it in MATLAB. You can use step info of SYS to get the informations. That is rise time, settling time, this overshoot, undershoot, peak time. So everything is here. This is peak, overshoot is 34.2, and that amplitude is 0.224 at a time 4.24. This everything will be here. That information you will get from step info SPSS. Step is the response you are getting using the step command, and step info you will get the display in the command window. We are done doing these things now.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what was the last?
Yeah, what? I didn't hear you.
What was the last command? I couldn't see.
Step info.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Step is the response you are getting. This plot is called step response plot. And this information you will get it from here also. Right click on that and characteristics, these clicking these things, you will get these values.
So what is overshoot?
Overshoot is this is, yeah, if you are having a system, suppose I am giving 1 volt to this system, this standard system. So you consider standard system for a time being, you consider it as a standard system. So output response you will get. So output response, consider this as 1, and you will get it like this, something like this, and it will settle. So this is the input. Input is given here, and this system is a dynamical system. What do you mean by dynamical system? Dynamical
System which
system.
has a memory effects.
Yeah, it has a memory. So it will store something, or it will, yeah, like a inductor or capacitor, something like it is called a dynamic system. So it will have a delay in the starting. So it will not respond immediately. It will respond little slowly, and it will cross this one. So you are applied one, and it is crossing that one, and it will move little up, and then with whatever damping you are using, that damping frequency, This is called damped frequency. This is only for systems having under damped and
Critically damped.
critically damped is coming like this only. This is the critical damping. This will not cross it. And over damping means it will be like this.
Like this.
And this undamped means it will be going to, this is 2 means it will oscillate like this. So this is called undamped and this is called underdamped. This is called critically damped. This is called overdamped system. So this all the systems we are using, that is underdamped system, that is the damping value theta is between 0 and 1. This is called underdamped systems. Underdamped system response is like this only. So it is crossing this one, and first time it is, this peak is called peak overshoot, and this is called first undershoot like this. So first time it is peaking only, that is called peak overshoot. So I think you are studied that time, you are studied about that response. This y is equal to e raised to minus theta omega n t. This equation you are studied.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, divided by root 1 minus theta square into cos omega dt plus phi.
Yes, sir. Sin omega t.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sin omega dt plus phi also it is fine. So that omega d, whatever you are using, sin and cos term will be changing. So this equation, this e raised to minus theta omega nt, this value, that is appearing here as a envelope. This envelope 2% value within the limit from the normal value, that from the 2%, that is 98% line here and 98% here. This is called 2% settling time. At which what time it is here, it is called 2% settling time. So here it will coming 5% settling time for a underdamped system, and this is called peak overshoot. And from here, this 10% value to 90% value. So this is the 10% value, and this is the 90% value. For this time taken here, it is called rise time. The rise time is to reach 10% to 90% value. So this difference in the time, the 10% value and 90% value, you have to subtract those things. That is called rise time. Within the 2% bandwidth it is coming, that is called settling time. This is called peak overshoot. So all the things you will get it from this plot. The peak response is this one, and the settling time for 2% is here. Rise time is 10% to 90% value, and steady state. Steady state is the, here it is one only. Steady state value here. It is coming. So you are applying. If your system is standard, it will settle at 1. Your system is standard and you are applying a step input, it is settling to 1. If your system is not standard, it will settle some other point. Okay, so that is called steady state value. For standard system, it will be 1. So this is called a response of a underdamped system. So undamped, these things will be settling to 2, and critically here theta value will be 1, and overdamped is like this. So all the things you will get it from MATLAB using a command called step info, or the response you will get it using step of that system. So that equations or some that derivation you are doing, it will take 1.5 page for deriving those things. So MATLAB it will plot it and get you within a second. So there is a ramp response also. You are applying a ramp input, you will get that response. That is called a ramp response. But most of the time we are using for a stability analysis or something, you are using a bounded input. So this one is a bounded input. Step input is a bounded input. So you are using bounded input, bounded output, stability. Those notions you are using step input as people stability or something analysis. You are using step input. Ramp is unbounded. And sine wave is bounded or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. There is one analysis called sinusoidal analysis or Bode response. There you are using sine wave. So that is also a bounded input. So sinusoidal response you will use. That is called Bode analysis. That time also you are using a bounded input. That is sine wave. Here you are using a step input. That is also bounded input. So bounded input, that ramp response you are not using because it is a unbounded input. The stability notions will be not there. So you are using step input as a reference. So now you can do these things. Yeah, you can do one more thing, plotting this undamped, underdamped and critically damped things. So omega n equal to 25 and your n equal to 1 and theta equal to 0. Theta equal to 0, you are considering this system only. Omega n square upon s square plus 2 theta omega n s plus omega n square. This is called standard second order system. So standard second order system is look like this. Omega n square upon s square plus 2 theta omega n s plus omega n square. So you have to enter those values. First theta is 0 and the numerator will be omega n. So denominator polynomial will be b equal to this one. You have to enter s square plus 2 theta omega n square. S square means 1 you have to do, and 2 star theta star omega n space omega n star omega n. So your transfer function SYS1 will be TF of n comma d, TF of n comma d.
Sir, the numerator should be omega n square, right?
Yeah. Omega n star omega n. No, it is 5 only. Omega n is 5. So theta omega n square. Omega n taken as 5. And step of SYS 1. You save it. For 1. So it is called a undamped system. Undamped system step response will be, if you are giving 1 as input, it will be going to 2. You can zoom this much area. So it is going like this. If you are applying a step input, it is going to hit 2. This is called undamped system because theta is equal to 0. Now I am changing theta value to 0.7. This is called underdamped system. That theta value between 0 and 1, it is called underdamped system. And I am running this one, you will get that response like a step response. So if you are decreasing the theta value, you will get further more thing. Like this, whatever we are done earlier. Theta value is decreasing, you will get like this plot. It is settling to 1 because it is standard system. Now I am increasing the theta value to 1. That is called critically damped system. So critically damped system will be like this. It is settling to final value like this. And if you are doing for 2 or something, it is called over damped system. So over damped system is critically damped will be coming here, this point. Early it is coming. It will take little more time to settle in. That is only difference. Critically damped means it will settle to the final value and stay there. Don't have any overshoot or undershoot or something like that. It will over damped system is like critically damped, but it will take little more time to settle. All of you are done up to this. Any doubt is there, you can ask.
Sir, zeta equal to 1, what did you say? Which system is that?
Theta is equal to 1 is critically damped system. Critically damped system means it is settling at this time. And this value is reaching here like this. If you are using theta is more than 1, suppose 3, you have to press hold on. That this is the critically damped thing, and it will shift at this settling value little bit more time it is required. So earlier it is settled here at 4 seconds. Now it is required 6 seconds to settle. That is called over damped system. Critically damped means it is a minimum time to reach that final value without overshoot. That is called a critically damped system. Now the overdamped is also, it will reach the final value without overshoot, but it will take higher time compared to critically damped systems. I can change theta values and you can run this code and check you are getting these things. They are completed. Up to this you are completed.
Yes, sir.
So like
Yes,
this,
sir.
the step response is taking. So I uploaded this the 2 lectures of last 2 classes today, and I mailed you that link. And yesterday's class I will upload it. That also uploaded, but the link I will copy it and send you. This one also I will send it on Monday. So any doubt is there, you can ask me. So yeah, today's also I will upload it. So any doubt is there, you can just mail me. And I think only 5 people are mailed the test messages. I think all of you got my mail and you have to once reply those things. And I won't be responsible if you are sending to someone else. That is why I given that mail ID earlier. Reports you have to send to that mail ID earlier. Because the Kerala now situation is little bit bad. So the college reopening is MTech and PhD college only now it is done. Other things it will take time. So after you are studying your control system, other things, we can continue in the next week with the Simulink. So Simulink we can start next week. So you do practice these things in MATLAB.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt is there, you can ask. If
So
you don't
except
having
from
any
this,
doubt, you can leave.
except from the step response or